Hello, my name is Raymond Karczewski. Tonight I would like to speak to you regarding a question asked by a man named John concerning one of my earlier talks regarding God Bless America, the theme of which was cast off the bonds of the New World Order of slavery and return to the land of the free and the home of the brave. John asked the questions: can a communist government take them away, referring to our rights? Can a monarchy take them away? Can military regimes take them away? Why is there so many hungry people in the world? Have the hungry people have rights to liberty and freedom as well? Maybe a new world order is overdue, whereas everybody may be fulfilled. Is it up to us, with our thought projections, to create the new? Or is it just interference from government performing their satanic influences of greed? Or are we, the greedy ones, interfering with government? My response to John was as follows. John, with all due respect, yours is the meandering of a typically confused, satanically conditioned intellect doing its thing, that is, trying to sort out the problems of the world intellectually. Truth cannot be arrived at in such a way. Fundamental change cannot come about in such a way, for the intellect is trapped within its own self-contained boundaries, dealing with its own posited, conditioned images. It's like rearranging furniture in a room. The appearance of the room can be changed, but the actual contents remain the same, nothing added, nothing removed. One just busies his or her life away, playing house. So satanically mind-controlled individuals will spend lifetimes constantly rearranging the furniture of their own conditioned minds and accomplishing nothing in the process, but reacting to the superficial changes they themselves have made in their own consciousness, while awaiting time for the next scheduled furniture change suggested to them via the mass intellect by its leadership. One must ascend in consciousness, rise above the muck and mire of one's own civilized, projected thoughts. It has been called spiritual rebirth. The mind must end, must die for one to be reborn of the spirit of divine intelligence. It is called the resurrection of the spirit of divine awareness. Satanic thought is self-binding, whereas divine awareness has no boundaries, is timeless, infinite in essence, yet the most simplest of energies, manifesting in every eternal moment of now. It is consciousness, and its direct resonance with truth. It is the essence of Christ consciousness. The intellect is suited for technical problem-solving and communications with other intellects. In all other non-technical matters of life, the intellect is destructive. One can see the civilized world of man is technical in nature. Therefore, it is satanically ruled. Hell, isn't it? One must gain the spiritual discernment as to when to use the intellect for technical problem-solving and to turn it off and remain in divine awareness and be led by the hand of God in dealing with the non-technical issues of life. That is a life of peace, a life of fulfillment, a life of contentment, even though the evil of the intellectual world is swirling all about him or her. It's like one standing in the eye of a hurricane, standing in absolute peace, while the destructive forces destroy everything around him or her, yet cannot touch them. The child, not yet fully conditioned, spends more time in awareness than in thought. He must be sent to mind control institutions called schools to develop satanic thought. He must be trained in such thought, to be trapped by such thought. That is why children are closer to that infinite intelligence that adults call God. Their innocence protects them from most worldly threats. Adults try to deal with such threats with their satanically imposed ideas, which are fragmented and never holistic, and therefore miss the simple solution which lies in every problem. An aware man or woman sees holistically, therefore is beyond the seductions of satanic traps laid by the satanic shepherds who lead the hapless sheeple. But Christs must necessarily stand alone, and though they speak the same language, the spirit of their words, their communications, cannot penetrate the letter of the word walls which are created by the conditioned, blind, believing sheeple. That is why the satanically controlling media will spend so much time and effort to discredit any simple man or woman of truth. They do it through ridicule, libel, and the like. They will pull out all the stops to destroy the reputation of such a simple man or woman of truth. That is why there are so few Christs and so many sheeple. Thank you for listening.